Wars have shaped empires, redrawn borders, and defined the very fabric of our world. From ancient clashes to modern conflicts, war is a crucible that reveals both the heights and depths of human nature. These are not just events, they are stories of ambition, sacrifice, and loss, echoing in our societies today. To understand these wars is to understand ourselves, our courage, our cruelty, and our capacity for change. Today, we'll explore the 5 biggest wars that forever changed our world, not just what happened, but why it matters. Join me as we unravel the epic saga of conflict and survival that has shaped the modern age. World War II looms as history's greatest conflict, redrawing borders and reshaping humanity. Sparked by old wounds and extremist ideologies, it began with Germany's invasion of Poland in 1939. Japan's expansion drew the United States in after Pearl Harbor. D-Day in Normandy sealed the Third Reich's fate. The atomic bomb ended the war, but at a terrible cost. Empires fell, and the world was transformed. The United Nations was born, hoping to prevent future catastrophe. The war's lessons warn against intolerance and demand global cooperation. Its legacy endures, shaping our world and our hope for the future. At the dawn of the 19th century, Napoleon Bonaparte rose from revolutionary chaos to dominate Europe. The Napoleonic Wars were more than battles. They were the imprint of one man's ambition on an entire continent. Napoleon's military genius shattered old empires and spread revolutionary ideals, even as he crowned himself emperor. His armies swept from Spain to Russia, but the British Navy and relentless coalitions resisted his rule. In Spain, guerrilla warfare drained French strength, while the disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812 shattered Napoleon's aura of invincibility. Defeated at Leipzig, exiled to Elba, Napoleon's story seemed over, until his dramatic return for the 100 Days. At Waterloo, his final gamble failed. The coalition's victory ended his reign for good. The Congress of Vienna redrew Europe's map, seeking balance and peace after years of upheaval. The wars unleashed nationalism and liberalism, forces that would shape Europe for generations. Napoleon's legacy is paradoxical, a champion of reform and a symbol of imperial ambition. The Napoleonic era reminds us how a single leader can reshape the world, for better and for worse. Its echoes are found in the rise and fall of nations and in the enduring quest for order after chaos. The age of Napoleon was a turning point, setting the stage for the modern era. It's a story of brilliance, hubris, and the relentless tides of history. The shadow of the eagle still lingers over Europe's destiny. The American Civil War was a nation's reckoning, a battle over freedom, unity, and the soul of the United States. Rooted in the contradiction of slavery within a land of liberty, the conflict erupted after Abraham Lincoln's election and Southern secession. Both sides expected a quick victory, but the First Battle of Bull Run revealed the grim reality ahead. New technology, rifled muskets, ironclads, railroads, transformed warfare, making it deadlier and more far-reaching. Key battles like Antietam and Gettysburg became turning points, while the Emancipation Proclamation reframed the war as a fight for freedom. African American soldiers joined the Union cause, and foreign intervention was averted. Grant's campaigns in the West and Sherman's march to the sea broke the Confederacy's will and resources. Lee's surrender at Appomattox ended the war, preserving the Union and freeing 4 million enslaved people. The cost was staggering: over 620,000 dead, the South in ruins, and a legacy of division and racial strife. The Civil War forged a stronger, more centralized nation, but left wounds that still shape America. It was a crucible of ideals and identity, testing whether a nation conceived in liberty could endure. Its lessons echo in every struggle for justice and unity. The war's scars remain, but so does its promise of a more perfect union. The American Civil War is a defining chapter in the story of freedom. Its impact endures in the ongoing quest for equality and reconciliation. The Vietnam War was a conflict of shadows, fought in jungles, villages, and the hearts of nations. Born from Vietnam's struggle against colonialism, it became a Cold War battleground after the country's division in 1954. The U.S., fearing the spread of communism, escalated from advisors to full military intervention. American forces faced not just the North Vietnamese army, but the elusive Viet Cong, blending with civilians and using the jungle as a weapon. Superior technology, bombers, helicopters, could not guarantee victory against a determined, adaptable enemy. The war's brutality was broadcast nightly into American homes, fueling protest and division. The Tet Offensive shattered public confidence, revealing the war's grim reality. Vietnamization aimed to shift the burden to South Vietnamese forces, but the conflict only widened, spilling into Cambodia and Laos. U.S. withdrawal in 1973 left South Vietnam vulnerable. By 1975, Saigon fell and the country was reunified under communist rule. The war cost millions of lives and left deep scars on both Vietnam and America. It shattered faith in military power and sparked a period of national introspection. The Vietnam War remains a cautionary tale about the limits of force and the complexities of intervention. Its legacy is one of loss, resilience, and the enduring struggle for self-determination. The lessons of Vietnam still shape debates on war and peace today. It stands as a stark reminder of the human cost of ideological conflict. World War I, the Great War, was a cataclysm that shattered the old world order. Sparked by an assassination in Sarajevo, a web of alliances plunged Europe into conflict in 1914. Hopes for a quick war vanished in the trenches, where mud, disease, and relentless artillery defined daily life. Battles like Verdun and the Somme became symbols of industrialized slaughter, with millions lost for little ground. New weapons, machine guns, poison gas, tanks, and aircraft transformed warfare into a nightmare. The conflict spread beyond Europe, drawing in colonies and distant powers. Unrestricted submarine warfare brought the U.S. into the war, tipping the balance. Russia collapsed into revolution, while Germany and its allies buckled under the strain. The 1918 armistice ended the fighting, but the Treaty of Versailles sowed seeds of future conflict. Old empires fell, new nations rose, and resentment simmered, paving the way for World War II. The psychological scars ran deep, shattering faith in progress and authority. World War I was the Great Rupture, a warning of the dangers of nationalism and unchecked rivalry. Its legacy is found in the borders, politics, and memories of the modern world. The war's lessons remain urgent reminders of the cost of hubris and the fragility of peace. The Great War changed everything, and its echoes still shape our world. These wars forged nations, toppled empires, and left scars that still shape our world. Their legacies are found in our borders, alliances, and the technologies we use every day. They remind us of the cost of division and the value of peace. To study them is to honor the millions whose lives were changed forever. What lessons do you draw from these conflicts? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this journey through history's crucible.